The truth occurs. The truth occurs.
Hi everyone. Well, I came across a new term the other day, a very disturbing term, and that term was birth rape. Being pregnant, birth rape, and ignored refusal, birth rape warning trigger story. So what they're referring to is the post by a woman named Dawn here in this forum on Baby Center, VBAC denied horrid experience. So what happened to Dawn was she was having a VBAC, which in case you don't know is a vaginal birth after cesarean. So Dawn went to the hospital, she had a midwife with her, she had a birth plan, and she did not want to have a C-section. She really didn't want to have any interventions unless absolutely necessary. They said that they wanted to move her to the OR just in case. Her husband was sent to scrub up, which is something you don't do unless you're going into the OR to have surgery. So her husband was sent away. She was alone, brought into the operating room, and then she said she didn't want to have a C-section. She was not consenting. They gave her a mask and said it was oxygen and it was really anesthetic. So she put the mask on and went under, and when she woke up she found that she had been given a C-section. And this is why they call this birth rape. If there had been a complication and they'd explained to her that she needed a C-section, she says she would have consented. But they tricked her into this. The reason I'm sharing this with you is to alert you to the fact that when you go in to give birth, under the circumstances we have now in hospitals, the way that a birth is handled as a medical procedure instead of just a natural event, you really need someone there to advocate for you, because when you're in labor, you're in no position to collect your thoughts and you can't get up off the table and say, wait a minute, I'm not going to do this. You're really putting yourself in their hands. And even if you could get up, you really don't have that presence of mind when you're in the process of giving birth. At least most women don't. So what you really need is you need to have someone there to advocate for you strongly, to say, well, wait a minute, no, we don't want this. Even if it's just for cutting the cord. The birth plans are, I think that the hospitals largely take these as a kind of joke. Like they accept your birth plan to just sort of humor you, but they really don't care what it says in there. So if you say you want to delay cutting the cord in the birth plan, well, they don't care. You need to have someone there in the room to say, don't cut the cord yet. In general, if you're not very proactive, you are likely to be subjected to interventions, which may lead to more interventions. A third of women now give birth through C-section. Is it really necessary? Well, probably not. Obviously not. Why do they do so many interventions and C-sections and all these things? Yeah, this is an extreme example. I think it's probably illegal what he did, and I hope that she can sue the hospital. So I just wanted to alert you to this. I think it's terrible that it's come to this, that this is how birth is being treated and this is happening in America. And yeah, be warned that if you or someone you know is having a baby, make sure you have someone there to advocate for them, or who knows what could happen. Well, thank you for listening to me, and I'll see you next time.